I am Mark Stewart, and this is the DVD for DVD, stands for Don't Vote Democrat. This is reason one, and this is a sufficient. There's going to be 12 other videos, but you could stop here with this one and only reason to not vote for any Democrat. Zero. And that's because in unison, there's not a single elected Democrat who opposes transing our children. Our children in school are egged on by teachers and administrators, and now even policy that backs it up, all supported by the Democrat Party. If there is an individual elected Democrat who is against transing the children, we don't hear it. Not a single one will stand up and say what some teachers are doing in schools, what some administrators and counselors are doing in schools is wrong. And it's not just wrong. It is incredibly damaging. Short of murdering a family member, having a child influenced to want to become of the other sex is hurtful, so hurtful to almost any parent. A parent who spends years raising a child to be everything that they would like, and that almost certainly includes a natural-born boy remaining a male, a natural-born girl remaining a female, flourishing into a full-fledged woman. It's almost every parent's dream and accomplishment. And the Democrats are letting these dreams be dashed. Now, beyond that, for the family members, is for the children themselves, who, one, start with a state of confusion, and two, are often acting on that confusion in malevolent ways to themselves, and to somewhat to others, but to themselves, when one thinks he is not a he anymore and is a she and wants to mutilate the body or end the hormones that continue to make young men into full-fledged men. Or the opposite, when a female would like to have a mastectomy, would like to add an extra appendage that makes her look male, but will never actually be male. She will never produce sperm. She will be mutilating herself. There is no such thing as trans. It starts with a falsity that's getting repeated in schools and now in the political realm. Trans meaning that one can successfully change the sex that she or he was born with. It will never happen. It never has. And to egg on somebody to this untruth in damaging ways is about as evil as you get. Why doesn't a single elected Democrat stand up? It's beyond me. There's some influence to the teachers' unions that are rigidly supporting Democrat Party. There is some cowardice, I think, that Democrat Party members tend to be more of a go-along group than anyone else. Republicans have more defections, certainly independent candidates. They're independent for a reason. They do defect from orthodoxy. Democrats have a hard time doing that. They have this lovely club that helps them get reelected, helps them get bigger donations, helps them get more power once they are elected. So why rock the boat? Well, there are a lot of parents who could use a boat rocking, and thus electing a Democrat or re-electing a Democrat in this current year is letting down every single parent and putting more and more children in peril. Once a child thinks that the other sex is really what they are supposed to be in, it then becomes brutally hard for the parent to rectify it. They can't do it on their own. And they see a child who no longer trusts them to support, thinks maybe they don't love me anymore if they're trying to put standards back. The standards should never be leaving. that school needs to be teaching basics. First off, teaching truths, but how about ending all these clubs, all these societies that are about kids' feelings, transient, meaning temporary feelings, and just teach. There's enough English, math, science to go around. For God's sake, we're falling behind almost every country because we don't teach these things. Instead, we're counseling. We're giving feeling sessions. We have after-school groups, all aided by Democrats. Please stop here if you don't have time to listen to the other 12 videos. And here, if I'm not convincing enough, please listen to a parent whose child is undergoing a metamorphosis that has started in school and that has not been squelched. Please talk to her or him this week. I'm Mark Stewart.